Hello, today I'm going to talk about both the Chinese and Indian space programs. In recent years, Chinese and Indian space programs have shown great advancement in their space programs. They have both achieved many of their goals, and many people call today's Indian and Chinese space programs the modern day space race. Alright, let's first talk about China. China's space program was created in 1956 by Chairman Mao Zedong. It started off as a ballistic missile program or a nuclear weapon program to protect China from threats of the US using nuclear warfare during the Korean War. In the early stages of China's rocket program, they received a lot of help from the USSR. In 1960, China managed to launch its first R-2 rocket with the help from the Russians. In 1967, Chairman Mao approved of the space development of China, claiming he desired to see a Chinese man in outer space. Now let's move on to present day. Chinese space program split into two programs in 1993, the CNSA and the CASC. The CNSA, or Chinese National Space Association, focuses more on space policy and planning and developing China's space activities. The CASC, or China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, focuses more on the execution of the projects the CNSA plans. While China has many space achievements, the highlights of China's current space program is definitely the Shenzhou space missions. Starting from November 1999, Shenzhou 1 through 4 were all unmanned missions into outer space. But on October 15, 2003, Shenzhou 5 launched Yang Li Wei into space for a 21-hour flight in 14 orbits. This made China the third country to ever launch a man into space, behind Russia and the US. The Shenzhou missions lasted till 2013, being Shenzhou 10 being the last one to be launched. China's space program has many goals in the future, including improving their space technology and learning and finding more information about space. One of their goals is to actually find an alternative fuel from outer space. They're onto something called helium-3, but they are still developing and working on the fuel. Overall, China's main goal and biggest goal for the future is to finish constructing Tiangong, which is China's new space station lab. Their goal is to finish it by 2020, and by doing so, they can do more research about space and complete easier crew missions, or missions in general. By finishing Tiangong 3, China's new space station, China is able to complete many new projects, such as creating a Chinese moon base and having unmanned missions to Mars. But enough about China, let's talk about India next. India's space program is run by the Indian Space Research Association, or ISRO. It was founded in 1969 by Vikram Sarabhai and has currently over $1 billion for spending. In the beginning, India's space program did not have enough funding. So its first satellite, the Aryabhata, was launched in 1975, but by the USSR in exchange for Indian shipping ports. India, however, showed a lot of improvement throughout the years. In the 1980s and beyond, India has developed 5 different satellite-carrying launch vehicles, including the SLV, ASLV, PSLV, GSLV, and later on the GSLV Mark III. These launch vehicles were able to send different types of satellites into different types of orbits. This made it possible and easier for India to control where their satellites went and how they orbited. In 2008, India launched Chandrayaan-1, a lunar probe to the moon, making it the first time India has made a soft landing onto the moon. The mission, however, lasted only to 2009 after spending a short 312 days on the moon. The biggest discovery from this mission is that there was water molecules located in lunar soil. In November 2013, India launched a Mars orbital mission, or Mangalyaan, or MOM for short, which on September 2014 actually reached Mars orbit. This makes India the first country to ever reach Mars orbit on the first attempt. In the future, India's goal is to further improve space technology while lowering costs to gain access to space. This includes launching more space probes, starting both manned missions and unmanned missions to various parts of space in order to do research. All in all, NASA has similar goals to both India's and China's space programs, but it simply just does not have the same amount of funding. NASA's last shuttle mission was in 2011, and they haven't done much afterwards. The US might be ahead for now, but at the pace where India and China are going, they are soon to overcome the US and achieve their goals way before the US achieves theirs. In the future, I could see China or India overtaking the US and becoming the new kings of space.